Welcome again, everybody, viewers, subscribers, friends, family. It is time for Let It Fly on Fridays, episode 6. I'm going to let you guys down this week. It is probably going to be a short one. Nothing has pissed me off all week. And things we'll cover is the reason for that. And it started last Friday. I have had last Friday frosting on my cupcake. Best day ever. And that has spurred some generosity on my part. I should say again. But first, for everybody, got a lot of new subscribers. The little guys, we have united. All the little channels, we have united. We are sharing subscribers back and forth, giving each other crap. It's phenomenal. And, once again, I can't thank all of you enough to take time out of your life to sit and watch this pokey little northern show on the YouTube from Alaska, where now I'm going to explain for some of you, this is the time of year that puts a kibosh on a lot of my outside activities. So most of us, in the over 4 years that I've had the channel, a lot of you old-time viewers, you know the situation. Well, because there's so many of you new, I didn't want to let you guys down. So, winter in Alaska has already started. Last week, like a dumbass, I should have gotten out and made a bunch of the driving videos that you guys have requested. I'm still going to do them, but they're going to be stretched out, and something you don't hear a lot, Heater, is I have to kind of check the weather. Oh, never mind. Maybe that is the washing machine. Anytime I have above zero temperatures, I've got no problem getting out. But when it's, say, like this, Alexa, what's the temperature?
In North Pole, it's -3 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly clear skies. Tonight,
Alexa. Wow, she's sassy. -3. So when I come...
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Just stop. Wow. Wanting to be on the YouTube. When it's that cold out, it's not fun. The trucks can handle it. Oh, there is my lover boy. What? Why does Alexa talking make you want to be lovey? You are such a dork. Okay, we're done. That's enough, you Homar. Quit licking my hands. When it's that cold, I've run the trucks. Last year I did the Fordyce at -10. Truck did fine, but it's just not fun. And some of these trucks, we want to go out, we want to run them kind of crazy. So they're going to still be coming, but they're going to be, if I have 0 and above weather, I'll get out there and run them. So what I did we did this 3 and some change years ago. I did the Versus Challenge. Well, now, of course, that didn't even come close to Hello RC's Cheerios Challenge. But I don't have Liz to come up with all these great ideas for me. So I just do lame stuff. And it was something I built with a router, built the obstacle, and it was just a board. And the challenge was different inclines. And we put out a challenge to let you guys pick, who challenged who. So we might bring the Versus Challenge version 2 back, because what I did this weekend, instead of making quality low budget videos for you guys, was overhaul my workshop. So I've got new LED lighting in here, cleaned it all up, made it so I have more space. And the more space is going to be that the obstacle that started as one board is now 3 pieces. It's a climb, it's a flat obstacle to drive through, and then it's a down or a cross beam. I still think I may make another part of it because it's an up, an over, a down. So I'm thinking of making some different pieces, which, if you want to build some hillbilly indoor obstacles, a piece of 4x8 plywood is great. Not 4x8. What the hell are the plywood pieces? Yeah, they might be. Could be 4x8. So basically, I cut it in 3 pieces. So that gives you 3 boards that you can make different ramp type obstacles. So still might be looking into doing some of that to make that obstacle even bigger, so we can do the challenge in here and it'll almost be like it's an outside obstacle, but it'll be indoor. So that's where I'm stuck with the Alaska temperature, because my days off are Sunday and Monday, and if it's cold on those 2 days, those are 2 wasted days. The other days, I lose daylight. So the way Alaska works, the summer solstice, as soon as that day kicks in, every day after that I lose 7 minutes of daylight until the winter solstice in, December? Then I gain 7 minutes. So I go to work in the dark, I come home in the dark. I've got the lights out there, so we could try some nighttime driving. Well, I haven't used those lights for that, so that might be a good attempt this year. So, shop's been overhauled. I'll be able to move things around so that I can set the obstacles up, and we'll just try to have a hootenanny in here. So, that moves on to the tracks video, that multiple requests for the tracks. Well, we're still going to do the drive video, but you got me thinking. This truck is 5 years old. Came out 5 years ago. Miss Diane bought it for me for the first Christmas it was out. Started thinking about it, other than doing some decals on it. I made it. It's a state trooper truck. I've got the state police. State trooper didn't have a door badge, so I did the Traxxas state police, state trooper on the front, state trooper on the back. I had a siren and one flashing light on the front for a bar, but it was so quiet once the truck was running with the track system on it, it wasn't impressive, so I removed it. But it's got all the lights you can put in a TRX4 in it. It's got a light bar on the front, light bar on the roof. I got some Expedition lights back here. This thing, oh, it's got the rock lights. This is a gypsy wagon of lights in the wintertime. And this has been my outstanding in the snow in the winter and in the mud in the summer. Well, I looked at it and I thought about it. I have not opened anything up on this truck in 5 years. So it's a special video I'm going to make just for the Traxxas haters. This truck runs fine. TRX4, so it has none of the doodads, lock diffs, that's it. 5 years. We're going to pull the tracks off. The tracks have never been off, except for some maintenance. So here's a little, hello, my precious little boy. What do you got on your nose? What is that? How did you get a pine needle on your nose? You dork. Spare parts for these things. So, oh, easy boy. You've already got, because you bought them later, you already have the aggressive tracks. I looked at your video. But these came with some horrible crap tracks when they were brand new. I'll show that in the teardown video. But if you guys, on this one, I got it hung up on something and it popped one of the lower parts off of the little shocks that are on it. Well, if you don't know, I'll show them to you on the video. But if you need parts for this thing, I now have a 116 E-Revo that is down because I stole shock parts that I broke on this. And I didn't break it necessarily, I lost it. And it is so tiny, I don't think I'll ever find it. But we're going to tear the tracks off of this because all I've done is clean the mud off it, clean the snow off it, WD-40'd in the tracks, in the mechanisms, that's it. If you've got any of these Traxxas rigs, you know the screws constantly rust. So we're going to pull the tracks off and see what 5 years looks like. We're going to open up the diffs. We're going to see what 5 years looks like in this truck that was a ready to run. I will tell you something I do need to update on it 5 years in. I'm really tired of the steering servo. It works, but it is slow. So this needs a beefier steering servo, and that's what we're going to do to it. But we'll cover some of this, more information on this. As I said, every Friday, something I'm thinking about working on is going to be on the bench or on the counter. Okay, so now, here is what made me so giddy on Friday. So Friday for me, it's great to be the boss. But Friday is when I try to wrap up the week because my week starts on Tuesday. So I want to come in on Saturday, enjoy my crew on Saturday, and basically screw around all day. So I don't want none of that boss crap going on. So what I do is one of my channels I watch. Now, he's a big guy. Well, I consider almost 10,000 subscribers a big guy. And he has a live stream on Fridays. And his channel is Crawler Canyon. Now, I know in the past, I have made comments about my dislike of his particular hatred of things, certain things, which a lot of us on this channel, we drive, we don't have that view. Well, I decided a few months ago when he started the live stream, okay, I was going to stop listening to reading the viewers that were just hating on everything. And probably 4 months ago, I noticed that a lot of that was gone. Adult beverage. You're back again? There are 5 dogs in this house. Where are the other ones? Why are just you and your little tiny baby, Tiberius, in here? Just stop. It is, some of these people might not like dogs. They might be cat people and think you're gross. Gross. You're gross. Sir, you're gross. What? And now you're there? Are you adorable too with your daddy? You realize you're bigger than your daddy. Wow. Yeah, he's bigger. He is bigger than you. You are the biggest letdown for a purebred Siberian Husky. You are tiny, sir. You're tiny. You're like this big. You're tiny. So, I gave him another shot. Which, who cares? Who cares if I'm listening to you? I didn't get rid of my subscription. And there are, because I still consider Crawler Canyon, Mr. C, as he's dubbed, is still one of the most technical RC guys that you can listen to. So, because there's things I disagree with him on, but man, we agree on a lot more, and I sit and listen, and I'm like, how can we disagree so much on this, and we are dead on this? At that point, I don't care, because I can be personally disgruntled about you ragging on something and letting your people rag on it really bad. But if it doesn't get nasty, then I don't really care. I'm like, that's your opinion. That's the way we live life. But because of the diversity of topics he'll talk about on his live feed, I generally sit. I got my paperwork I'm finishing up on. His live stream starts. I'm coming back from the bank, so I've got money to count. I've got paperwork to go through. Perfect time for a live stream. So I'm listening to his live stream last Friday, and he's talking about he was giving one of his trucks away. Well, I didn't know much about the truck. And I'm like, wow, that is different. Let me go. Tiberius, come here. What are you doing? Let me listen to what they're talking about. So, now the heat's coming on. And I'd actually seen the truck a few times on some of the older videos. And I'm just listening, and they're just talking about some good stuff. And he's talking about, just let me know if you want in on it. On the giveaway, you just got to pay the shipping. I have literally done this 100 or more times over the years. Even to the point Harley Designs was giving a truck away on his 50,000 subscribers that I went a week of entering, a week straight. Oh, then he ended up not ever giving it away. Crazy. Holmes Hobbies was giving away, you got to pick something from his catalog for how many subscribers did that. Over the years, I've constantly thrown my name in the hat. Well, all I typed in was "I'm in," and then went back to listening to them, threw on some comments about things we're talking about. You know, just not even concerned with wasn't even going to listen to the end. But it ended up that I had to do more than I wanted to. So I listened to them longer. Long story short, or longest story short, I want a truck. I want a truck from a big YouTuber that is, to me, it's not just something free, because I had to pay shipping, so it's not like it was totally free. But this is a gentleman who I've listened to. I apologize, Crawler Candy, not that you ever would tune into my channel, but for calling you a gentleman, if you're not. But here's a guy that goes and buys this stuff off of Amazon and does this. So this is a chance for me to take a vehicle somebody else built using Amazon parts and test it, see how these Amazon parts work. Because what I did after I won it was I went back and found the build videos. And he did 5 videos on it. So basically, for 5 days in a row, I listened to one of these videos. Because that was, to me, was one I had to watch. So we won a truck. I can't wait. He names all his trucks, which I still haven't wrapped my mind around naming all my trucks. You know, I call them what they are. This is the Traxxas Trax, and then I got the TRX4 that is a Defender. I call it the Defender. I've got the Blazer. I've got the Axial Blazer. I mean, I don't get crazy. I don't really get inventive with names, but we are going to have Blackjack is his name. And, you know, it's probably going to take a while. I didn't write the name of that down. I never knew there was a thing called United States Postal Service Ground Advantage, which is insured, takes a little longer, but I can ship LiPo batteries in the mail, pay a little more for that, but they call it ground, which is hilarious because in Alaska, there is no mail that comes ground. It all comes on an airplane. So it's funny the fact that they say you can't ship LiPos on an airplane when I get them from China all the time, and now I just paid money to not fly it for it to fly. Love it. So that, I guess I'm going to change my tune now. I'm guessing this is probably going to be longer than I thought it was going to be. In December, I have already given away 4 trucks. 3 on the channel, 1 to a crawler event last summer. So I am going to pay it forward again. I'm going to give away a truck, probably in December, and you're just going to pay shipping, and you're generally going to pay with PayPal because I've got PayPal. So pre-plan if you want to. I'm going to do a post, and on the post is where you're going to enter. And then I will make a video. It won't be live, of course. Well, maybe by then I'll get to live videos. But we're going to use one of those random spinny deals. So you guys will be able to all see your names on it. So we're going to do that. But I'm not like Crawler Canyon that I build some great doodaddy trucks. So basically it's going to be a truck that's in the workshop. So I'm throwing that out. I'm going to think about which one. But thanks to this video, you guys can all throw your choices in the hat. Trucks you've seen in videos on the wall that you would possibly like to own. And we'll decide. I've already got one in my head, but throw some comments in the video so I can make a list. Now, man, Cowboy RC brought up a point. Does anyone have the FCX10 and has had any kind of electrical / fire issues? I hadn't heard of it, but he has had a couple of them. And I did my due diligence. I asked questions. 2S is what's recommended from FMS. So I reached out to the only FMS expert I know, Easy Boy RC, because I started running 3S's in mine. So if any of you have had that issue, put down in the comments so we can get this info to Cowboy RC. And I guess he's really not, FMS just basically says, hey, we recommend 2S. I looked in the owner's book, I looked everywhere. 2S is what they're recommending. No info on the speed control. But it is a 2-in-1, and we all know from some of the 2-in-1s, they can be finicky. And with that, that's basically it. I don't have any new channels this week. You guys need to let me know in the comments if you have a small channel so I can go check it out and see about subscribing to it. And once again, we're all pitching together, so let's pitch together, get the small channels going, and get everybody spreading around. Our channels don't have the hate. They don't have the, my truck is better than your truck. My sponsors are better than your sponsors. Or my sponsors are just make me better because you don't have any. We don't have that on our small channels. I tried to do I threw out the affiliate link. The affiliate link doesn't do anything but possibly give me a kickback if you buy something. If you don't buy something, I don't get anything. If they're not giving me free trucks, it's just an affiliate. That's, I could get a banner if I wanted it, which I'd have to pay for. But Todd Barris, get out of there, you monster. Shop's clean now. I can look everywhere. Todd Barris! What did I just tell you? You listen like your daddy. Oh, and there we go. I yelled at your boy, okay? I yelled at him. I did it. So let me know in the comments if you have a channel so I can check it out. And then if I check it out, I can go over to 304 on the Facebook that RC Dungeon got me onto. And there's also it's a new group, YouTube creator group, trying to get our names out there. So with that being said, let's get to our shout outs to my newbies. Jim 2948, Slava RC, 3D Man, Troy Williams, the Silly Pig, Cowboy RC, Archer Ash, Zeke, Randy B, Jesse CO, Al Coon. Thanks for tuning in this week. Zeke, yes, once I have the blackjack here, we will be going through it and looking at it. We covered Cowboy RC. Now, Randy B, here's another thing about my week. Randy B gave me the greatest compliment ever. Just found my channel, loves Let It Fly, likes that I'm unpolished. This turd, sir, will never be polished. I will never waste time with fancy filters and boom mics and $3,000 Sony cameras. I will do everything bare bones so my videos to the eye look like we're sitting here together having a conversation. This is going to be natural. Outside filming will always be natural. There will never be any shenanigans. Well, only legal shenanigans on this channel. Because this is what allows me where I don't have thousands of dollars worth of equipment. That you guys ask me a question, I can come right down to the workshop and make a video. My workshop is the workshops on one side, storage in the middle, the rest is a garage. Where I only have these few things. Wait a minute. What? Where did you get a big piece of a friggin' towel? You're heathens. Every last one of you. Teddy, let me get a dog that's not a daddy and a big boy. Okay, never mind. This is always going to be the way it is. Because I feel that it lends more to the authenticity that I'm just a guy. I'm just a normal, just like you guys. You know, I'm looking at some of these big guys that have to go away from their houses. I'm just a little guy, but I've got a big room that's mine. I've got a huge backyard that I bought specifically for a reason. You know, we still have big dreams and plans to make one hell of an obstacle out there. I'm still trying to fight Alaska to use it longer in the season. So what you see is what you get. And that is why that is such a big compliment, is my unpolishedness is showing. And thank you, Randy. That is a huge compliment. That was the cherry of the cake of my day. And on that note, I'll let you guys get back to your lives. You got stuff to do. And I'm sure your wife has been yelling at you while you've been watching this. And I appreciate that. And wives, I appreciate you for tolerating us. And I was a slacker this week. Only made the one other video. We're going to try to get some more in the can this week, or this weekend. Because it's Friday, one more day to go for me. And then 2 more days. It's cold. It's going to be in the 20 belows this weekend. I'm going to get some stuff done, get some videos made. But let me know in the comments something you might like to see. I keep saying it every Friday. This is your show. This is your chance to ask the questions that can turn into a video. And I will talk to you on the next one.